Hey guys, what's up? It's Assassin here today, and I'm doing a quick video for two reasons. Number one, I have finally reached 10,000 views. That in itself is fucking amazing. Reason number two, I need to start getting back into the mode of playing Harder to Swarm, so I've went back and I'm going and playing a bit of StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty, and doing my favorite mission, Outbreak, which is kind of like a zombie last stand defense.
What's going on?
So that's going to be the background footage while I just talk over about
I want a perimeter
some
set
cool little
and some
things.
bunkers in place now.
You going sweet on that doctor lady, Jimmy. Can't see why else we'd keep fighting for these damn dirt farmers.
So in terms of games this week, there has been a lot of DLC and a lot of stuff released. Let's look at it. You've got Harder to Swarm, which came out on what's the 12th here in Australia. You have the Endgame DLC, the Awakened DLC, Endgame obviously being for Battlefield 3 and Awakened being for Dead Space 3. Only downside of Dead Space 3, the Awakened DLC, is I haven't got through the campaign yet. I don't know why, I just haven't had really enough time. I'm trying to focus on getting a lot of stuff either set up or cleaned up. And as a result, I'm able to finish the Dead Space 3 campaign. I did do the Battlefield stuff, and I got the achievement guides I'll be putting up later on after this video. I do actually like the DLC for Endgame, it's very fun. Haven't got around to playing the Air Superiority game mode, but I expect that will be pretty good because I'm a big jet game fanatic, or jet fanatic in general in real life. The other really cool thing about getting 10,000 views is the fact that you get a C in Google now, because of the Google tracking in YouTube. You get to see like where all the views are coming from. Like, I was looking at it the other day. I'll actually go into it now. Where is it? Like, when you actually look at where people have viewed your content from, that in itself is quite amazing. Like, having 10,000 views is just like, oh, okay, I come from an English-speaking area, the views will be pretty small and all that. Why is this not popping up?
Not enough minerals.
Huh, strange. Ah, here we go. Yeah, and basically I've had over 106 different countries of playback. And basically what that means is, in each of those countries, at least one person has watched one of my videos. And that there is super cool. Like, a lot of the countries aren't even primarily English speaking. However, though, they've watched my content. And to me, that there is just really cool. Like, think about it, like, you're being able to have the ability to help someone out in, say, another country, or inform them something, or show them something that otherwise they might not have seen. With YouTube now, it does make that a lot easier. They probably watch it through another channel or something. But just the reasoning behind them coming and watching your content is quite amazing. The interesting thing though for me is though, my top countries that watch my content is America, Australia, England, Canada, Germany, Italy, Russia and Poland, and a whole bunch of other countries, which is really fucking cool. Yeah.
It's your time.
Yeah. So it's just cool having like all those different countries like watching this stuff. Like, if you were gonna, when I started out the channel, I didn't really think mine would grow quickly. Technically, it's not growing as fast as I would like, purely for the reason that I'm not getting as many subscribers as I'd like. Something I definitely need to work on is kind of working to make it more entertaining, so people subscribe to my content a lot more often.
Are you ready for this?
Some other big thing is pretty much just commenting on videos. When people comment on my videos, it gives me either, say, a reference to how far they went in and watched the video, if they're commenting about a question I asked in the video, or if they comment about how good the video was, what was bad about it, what could be improved. Just all different things like that. The likes seem to be going pretty good.
My goose is getting
Don't really get too many dislikes except from my trolling videos for COD, because the people obviously that I trolled went back and watched my content and then disliked it. Anyway, moving on.
What's going on?
Speaking about going back, any of you who watched my Road to Gold series, I talk about a story in that where I got drunk and spent Christmas in hospital.
Gotcha.
If any of you did watch it, I finally got my ambulance bill today. Guess how much that motherfucking bill is? It is $900. $900. Luckily enough though, I've got ambulance cover and I don't have to pay a cent of it, which is fucking amazing because I couldn't really afford to pay for that with other stuff I need to buy or save up for.
I'm not detecting any more infested structures in that
When I
sector,
got
Jim.
the bill though, it's like in the same envelope though as like speeding fines, and I pretty sure I went through a camera a while ago. And I was saying to my friends, like, as soon as I think that I haven't got the ticket yet, or say that I haven't got it, it will rock up. I know I said it the day before, and then the thing came, and I was looking, I'm like, oh fuck no, please don't be a ticket, please don't be a ticket. If I did have to pay the ambulance bill, I reckon it would have been better, but if I actually got the ticket, because the ticket would have been cheaper. But as a result, I don't have to pay the ticket. Sorry, I don't have to pay the ambulance bill, which is good because that's like $900 I get to save, and I think it's like cheap as shit for me to put ambulance cover in.
Let's get cooking.
Oh, that sure pissed him off. Maybe we should wait for daylight.
You should set some guards. They'll be coming again soon.
Infested Marines? Oh hell, Jimmy.
Speaking about ambulances, the other day I was down at my local like shopping area, and for those of you that know them, there's like these car wash things you can kind of like drive through and you get your car washed. It's automated. And
Sir, if you killed
I
one of
was
those
driving by
creatures,
one of these,
Stedman can
and
study
this
it and perhaps learn
dickhead
something.
on his P-plates, for those in other countries, I don't
I'm
know
not
how
detecting any more
learning
infested
licenses
structures in
go,
that
but
sector,
for
Jim.
P-plates, that basically is you're underage, you're still like learning, but you can drive the car by yourself without an actual driver there to watch you. So I'm driving by this car wash, and all of a sudden this dickhead on his P-plates with, I'm assuming this is his girlfriend in the front seat and a bunch of guys in the back seat, like his friends and that. He basically speeds around and power slides around the corner. It's very narrow, like, not a street, but it's like one of those shopping centre kind of like little streets. It's very cramped, you can't barely fit anything in there. So the guy goes and basically speeds around and power slides. One thing he doesn't know is that he went through a car wash where there is going to be oil and water on the asphalt. So he goes and power slides his car basically. Fucking fishtails it, barely pulls it back in control, almost hits my car, and at that point I am fucking pissed off. This dickhead wants to fucking crash his car into my car. My car is not necessarily a good car, it's still good, 6-cylinder Commodore. It's good for what I need it for, big trunk space. And here he sits me, he's in like a brand new Holden V, obviously daddy's car. Fucking little prick. So he goes and fishtails it, barely gets back in control. I kind of move out of the way to avoid getting hit. And here comes the like instant karma part. I've never seen anything happen that quick. He basically pulls back control. Then somehow, because I'm assuming there's the water and the oil on his tyres to stop the traction, he then spins, hits his pole. It wasn't anything serious, but the girlfriend on the other side of the car got out, chucked like her drink at the car, got out and like dumped him there and then. And what makes it funny is the fact that he had his mates in the back of the car. So A, he got dumped. B, he got publicly humiliated in front of like his friends, his girlfriend, and his brand new car is fucked. I have never seen karma hit that quick. And I went from being extremely pissed off to laughing my ass off at the guy as I drove back by and he gave me a finger and I was just laughing still. I'm just like, yes. Yes. Anyway, that was just a little story of it. I found really funny. Anyway, back on the other stuff. So basically, like I was saying, all this DLC and games came out soon. I do want to get into Heart of the Swarm, but I have a lot of stuff I really need to get through. I still actually really do want to go back and play through the entire Dead Space 3 game, because I still really like it, but I just haven't got around to playing it. Some other things is, I'm actually going through a lot of my backlog footage and trying to get a lot of that pumped out. I actually still have the Omega DLC content. Downside of this is though, I should have released it before the Citadel DLC came out, purely because of the fact that there is a lot of it. I think it's about 4 or 5 hours of footage. Each DLC that comes out for Mass Effect seems to last for about 3 to 5 hours. And
That's fine.
I think I even had the audio tracks recorded, so all I really had to do was render it, I think. I'm not sure, I'll have to go and look at that. There's only a few more Citadel DLC, like pieces of clips of footage I have to upload. There'll be one to do with Fane's memorial service. I'll probably title it like Goodbye Old Friend or something, but that'd be pretty cool. Speaking of old footage, one of my friends I play with, his name's Ty, and you might have probably seen him in a couple of my videos.
Looks like that sector's clear, Jim. Better move on to the
me
next
and him always talk about like different animes we watch and stuff. And one that I watched was Hellsing and Hellsing Ultimate, and I was telling him about it. And I didn't realize, at first I thought Hellsing Ultimate, there was only 4 episodes that had been English dubbed. For those of you who don't watch anime, English dub basically just means it's got English voice actors, English subs, which means English subtitles into an English language. So I thought only the first 4 episodes were English dubbed, and as a result I didn't realize there had been a few more. So I went back and I was playing with Tide on the Endgame DLC, and I was saying to him about it, and he bought the box set. Hasn't finished running the series, but he was saying that there's been like another 5 or so that have been English dub, and I was saying, oh bullshit, it's only been 4 and the other ones don't come out for a while. But I went back online and I went to a few of these like anime like streaming sites, and they're fucking dubbed. So I've got like another like whole bunch of shit I gotta watch, and I am happy as can
like
be.
stirring up the hornet's nest.
While I'm on the topic though of anime, something I will be trying to get into well, a couple things, but I'll start off with this one, is going through and doing reviews on either movies, anime, TV series, stuff like that, where I kind of just go in, I just do a review in general. And one thing I hope that kind of gets me to do better is kind of work on, what would it be, criticizing, taking apart different like structures of stuff and just like reviewing all of the content, as well as creating like a lot of editing tools, so I can kind of do like picture-in-picture and stuff to help me make some really interesting reviews that are very visually appealing to watch and entertaining.
Talk to me, boss. I'm waiting on you.
There's something on the topic of editing I was gonna... Oh yeah, that's right. I have upgraded now to the new YouTube channel layout. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's very weird. I like the old YouTube layout because it actually made a channel feel like a channel. For all of you that don't know what I mean, it's basically the new YouTube layout where you have a single picture for your channel art, which can be either shown on a TV, a mobile device, or a computer. It's very weird how they've done that, so I'll have to try and use Photoshop and make myself something, or maybe find a YouTube designer that can work on it for me. Another thing is though, you've got a channel trailer. What channel trailers are is basically, it's a video that will play to all unsubscribed viewers. I don't know if that's when they just click on your channel, like say the featured video, if any of you use that on yours, and that will play for all the unsubscribed people. The cool thing about that is the fact that it allows you to actually brand your channel in the sense of a way, purely because you'll be able to be like, oh hey guys, check out my channel, I'm going to be doing animated reviews, I'm going to be doing painting tutorials, I'm going to be doing video game reviews.
What is that?
I want to be doing achievement guides.
Was it human?
All this stuff is going to be really cool. You should like my channel, subscribe to it, comment on my stuff. Here is an example of all my things I'm going to be doing, and bam, there's my channel.
broken through
So
the south barricade.
it is very
Get the
cool in
troops
that
down
way.
there
I
now.
don't. I'm not very good at editing,
You know,
but I will be
I
including a
think
different
I
bunch
saw
of
this
videos
in a
and kind of like
movie
putting like a
once.
collage to make it very appealing to people and they can see all the different stuff I do. So it's still going to be interesting how I go on that. So I'm going to have to go and do like a whole bunch of Googling and try a little bit do-it-yourself work.
Sure thing.
Where else can I go to talk about? I just want really more comments on my stuff.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be like just like
This is gonna be our
smiley
time,
faces and shit
all
like
right.
that. I just really kind of want it. I want people to comment on my videos and tell me, like, say one thing I did good and one thing I need to improve on or one thing I did bad.
Goose is getting
That way I have a basis of what my fan base wants to see versus what they don't want to see.
By the numbers, boy.
Like, say I am stumbling too much in my speech, people can be like, oh, you just got to try and work on using your language and kind of spreading it out instead of being like, yeah, and, yeah, stuff like that. And then you can be like, oh, good things, I thought you did a very good job of not talking over the characters when you're playing a story playthrough, and it allowed me to immerse myself in the game, whereas not losing focus of what you were talking about.
It's your dime.
So just stuff like that. It doesn't have to be in-depth, it just be like, I like the video, I just think you talk too much or talk too little, blah blah blah. Some things I still need to work on, but I have like as backlog footage, is my Road to Gold series. At the moment, since I said I was going to do it, I've only uploaded one video and that was to do with the
goose is getting
OSAT.
cooked.
Whereas what video footage I've actually got recorded, I have all of the assault rifles, all of the specials including a riot shield, all the light machine guns, and basically 3 of the 4 sniper rifles. Only downside is though, is they're about 2 to 3 hours each in recording. Some are a little bit less depending if I've did really good in games with it, so maybe an hour and a half. So I kind of really need to cut down on the footage. Something I was thinking about doing is maybe just using a gold weapon in each video for maybe like 30 minutes.
We could use some help here.
But that's not really Road to Gold. Road to Gold is me going through and doing the challenges. Only downside to that is I don't think many people are going to want to watch me do about 2 hours of gameplay. When I did put up the LSAT video, a lot of people were commenting badly on it. They were the people that I did troll and they were trying to be assholes about it. Saying that I was camping in that, but I was using a light machine gun with no perks, no equipment, no nothing. It was purely a light machine gun and a shield. So I had to get 150 kills with that. But basically, if you did go and watch, say, go and watch the LSAT video later on after this, skip to about the second to last game, probably about the last 30 minutes. That's where I start trolling the guy and he's getting pissed off at me. And I just rape the enemy team. Even with the guy like shooting at my shield, getting away in position, which is really funny. I would actually like to do more trolling videos. Only thing is though, I don't really want to record unnecessary footage. At the moment I have a lot to get through, and I think it might be better if I just go through, do all my Road to Gold stuff, because that is a lot of footage, I can make a lot of space. Do the Dead Space 3 stuff. I do want to keep doing my Dead Space 3 weapon crafting, and hopefully they bring out more DLC to do with the games and pieces to make it more interesting. I actually have a bunch of games I haven't even finished yet, or stuff I still gotta do. Like, I still gotta do the Borderlands 2, 2 more DLCs after the first one. I've got the Resident Evil 6 game. I've only completed one campaign out of the 4. StarCraft 2, I want to do the Heart of the Storm on brutal difficulty. I would also like to go back and do brutal difficulty on this StarCraft. This one here is actually on brutal difficulty. Still actually really easy because I'm used to playing against it. Although it'd be a lot funner to use siege tanks, which where I was actually trying to go with this. I actually had to, after I finished this game, I went back, loaded up the save where I didn't do this mission, and then saved it. That way I wouldn't miss out on that mission, because this one's really fun to play with siege tanks. Some of my goals I reckon, is when I get to about 1,000 subscribers or more, which is a long way off, I would really like to go back and play Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 from the very beginning. The only exception to that is with Mass Effect 1, I'd be playing it with my original character already leveled up completely. Purely because of the fact that I know how the games work, and you really needed to play through Mass Effect 1 with a character twice to unlock all the dialogue options.
Additional supply depots.
For example, when you're going up to speak to Rex, if you screwed up many or a few decisions in that game and you didn't have enough Paragon points saved up, you couldn't save Rex. And that was probably one of my biggest things. Luckily I did save Rex in the first playthrough because I did make a promise to him in the game, basically saying that I would help him cure the genophage, which in Mass Effect 3 I did, and yeah. I just really love that game. The only thing that screwed up is the end.
Let's find some infested areas to clear.
If I was rich enough, what I would do though is I would buy the rights to Mass Effect, and I would change the ending. I'd make it something good where the Mass Effect relays don't blow up, the fleet destroys the Reapers almost, they'd kind of get down to a last stand probably thing. The Citadel releases maybe like an anti-Reaper code, if it destroys the Reapers, leaves them as hollow husks that float around or die. And then the fleets maybe don't have enough supplies to get home, so they have to all like board onto different ships, like say the Asari capital ships like board up with like Turians, and Krogans might stay on Earth for a bit to help rebuild because they can live in hostile environments because obviously a lot of humans would have died, and then everyone else just goes back into their like domain thing. Which would be a pretty good setup to like, say Mass Effect 4, you'd be able to choose which race you'd want to play as, and I don't know really how you can go from there, like, choose a different race and you could probably choose someone who maybe was still alive when the Reaper Wars were on.
Good job, guys. This area is secure.
Anyway, that's just me going into like a bit of a narrative about stuff like that, but if I was to buy the rights to Mass Effect, I'd make a good ending where people would actually enjoy it.
I'll take care of it. Ooh.
My only problem though is
like
basically
clear, Jim.
after the light. If any of you know what I mean by after the light or after the beam in Mass Effect, that is my only problem. Yeah.
Better send some body bags.
Oh, that's right. I've also been watching a bunch of YouTube videos on doing some painting guides. I think I've actually finally found my painting style for my Ultramarines, which is, if you check out a guy called Orc Painter Nerd on YouTube, he does a very good Cobalt Marine way where it's like a dark Ultramarine blue. And I'm going to be putting up some videos hopefully soon, because I finally got my tripod and I can probably actually put up videos. The only downside is though, I'm trying to work it, I'm not used to painting with a tripod sitting in front of me, and it kind of does get a little intrusive. And I just need to contact some other people about doing some other things. Because I also did get a hold of some stuff called some old gold paint from the Vallejo liquid metal range, which is really fucking cool. But the only downside is though, is I do need to find out from a guy on YouTube who's called Buy Painted. When he uses old gold, he uses a varnish, and then he uses a oil paint of some sort to like fill in all of the recesses. And there's just some stuff I need to ask him before I put up new videos. On another little note, there's like another funny story. For my painting videos I'll be putting up soonish, I went down to a thing called Spotlight. What Spotlight is it's basically a place where you go get fabric to do like sewing and shit. It's not really a place guys go. So when I went in there, I'm pretty sure everyone was looking at me thinking I was like a hell like weirdo or why the hell I was there. Because you basically walk in, it's only girls and like older ladies. So they all kind of look at me and they're like, what's he doing here? And I'm just like looking around and I felt so awkward in there, it's just so weird. But finally I get like a piece of like fabric I like, I don't know what am I supposed to do with it. So I go up to the counter and the girl's just kind of like, yes. And I'm just like, this is my first time here, I need to get some fabric. And they're like, what do you need it for? And I'm like, I kind of just need it as a backdrop so my camera will autofocus on the thing I'm trying to record. Sounds a little sus, but I think she understood kind of, and she grabbed it and she basically grabbed it out and like cut it up for me, and then I walked out of there. It was just really awkward of the like trip, but it was fun. So yeah, I'll be doing some painting, guys, sooner on. I reckon the first thing I might do is my tower, because the tower, I found my own painting guide for that, and there's not really any things that I need to like consult anyone else about to kind of make it better. Although there is things I could probably do to make it better. So I'm just going to leave it as is, and that'll be like a test video for all of you guys to watch, and then you guys can give me some feedback on saying if the lighting was bad, the lighting was good, camera's clear enough, was it shaky, blah blah blah. There's all of that. After that I will also be doing Ultramarines and Cadians. I also might put up some Dark Angel stuff, purely because of the fact that I bought the Dark Angels Vengeance box set. Sorry, Dark Vengeance. Oh lol, I was seeing my channel this end. Also word bearers. In the box you got like some pretty cool word bearer figures. And now that I do have this old gold liquid metal range, they are really good in metal paints. The only thing is though, like I was saying before, I do need to find out how this guy on YouTube called By Painted does these oil washes. I know he puts a varnish on first, so all of the stuff gets pulled into the recesses, but after that I need to find out how he coats it, like does he use another varnish to like seal it, and what is the oil paint he uses. So that's just some stuff I need to find out before I put up videos of painting. Anyway guys, we're coming up on the end of the video, so this here was the Outbreak mission in StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty campaign. You can do this with siege tanks. When I do get around to doing the Wings of Liberty campaign recording, this will have siege tanks in it. And hopefully I'll be able to put up a lot of other content soon. At the moment it's pretty much just going to be this video, some endgame stuff, and then a few smaller videos, like say definitely an Italian plumber from like Borderlands. And as always guys, I hope you don't forget that I really do need those like comments and likes. Do give me feedback on all the stuff you've seen in the video, and if there's anything that you think I need to improve on or you'd like me to do for you. Like, that's one thing. Like, if you guys want a specific video, like, or you want a hand or something, feel free to ask me. I don't really mind helping people out on Xbox. I think that's why my friends list is always pretty much full. I always end up helping out everyone get their achievements, and they'll help me get out mine. It's kind of like a, not a share for share if everyone knows what that is, but it's like a trade for trade.
You're almost done. There's just a handful of infested bio signs left. I'll highlight their locations on your map.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
For any of you that might not have been watching this video from the beginning, or just probably listening to me, I don't think that's probably been the case here. But if you did notice, my defense, that top left pass is on brutal difficulty, and as you can see, the top left hand bunkers that I put up with the Marauders and the Hellions behind it, that there held perfectly. All you needed was an extra medic on the left side and the right side to repair and fire that, and you would have been set for probably another 2 nights without having to put any extra defenses out. Anyway though guys, we're coming up on the end of the video. If you were after the challenges in this mission, pretty much I got all of them in this one. I already did play through the campaign on brutal difficulty and already had them, but this here shows you how to get them anyway. I believe it was 28 minutes later, which was to beat the game before night 5 is finished. Destroy 15 structures during the night time and complete the mission in a certain amount of time.
You did it, Jim. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Now I've got to get my people somewhere safe.
Ain't gonna be so easy, darling. This whole sector's crawling with Zerg.
There's got to be somewhere out there the aliens haven't touched. Some undiscovered paradise waiting just for us.
Okay guys, there you go, that was the mission done, and I really hope you enjoyed watching my 10,000 views video. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. See ya.